Moving on to the Senate, lawmakers there are asking oil marketers to, as a matter of national interest, rescind their 7-day ultimatum and allow the federal government a little more time to look into their demands. Oil marketers have given a 7-day ultimatum beginning from November the 27th to the Debt Management Office to pay outstanding subsidy debts and stick to an agreement reached with Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, failure of which the marketers have threatened to shut down their facilities. The upper chamber also wants the federal government to engage oil marketers and agree on outstanding liabilities to put an end to all subsidy claims. Correspondent Linda Akibe reports.
This is what Nigerians had to contend with in December 2017, a few days to the Christmas and New Year holidays. Long queues at petrol stations across the country. Petroleum marketers stopped importing fuel, leaving it completely to the government-owned oil company NNPC. Nigerians may face this same problem in December 2018 if oil marketers make good their threat to shut down operations should the federal government fail to pay all outstanding subsidy debts. The urgency of the situation is perhaps the reason why the chairman Senate Committee on Petroleum Downstream brings up the matter during Thursday's plenary session.
Aware that worried that the action of the marketers, if not checked, may result into artificial fuel scarcity that may span through the election period.
Senator Mafa says he's disturbed that the continuous delay in the payment of subsidy arrears have increased the debt from 429 billion to 1 trillion naira between June 2017 to date and will continue to increase because of interest charges and forex. Some lawmakers categorically accuse shadowy elements in the administration of sabotaging the government, but some of their colleagues disagree.
If, however, this kind of sabotage continues, God forbid, we could go back to the queues and nobody in this country, nobody should say anything about President Muhammadu Buhari not doing enough because he has played his part. The government has done its own. We have done our part. Somebody somewhere is stopping this.
There is no question of sabotage, Mr. President. If there is any element of sabotage, it is the government itself that is sabotaging itself. Because the situation is, the issue of how this matter should be settled rests with those people that are in control of our finances in the executive arm of government.
At the end of the debate, the Senate is encouraging oil marketers to, as a matter of national interest, cancel their 7-day ultimatum and allow the federal government a little more time to look into their demands. The Senate is also advocating that the federal government should urgently direct all the concerned agencies to immediately pay the subsidy arrears as approved by the Federal Executive Council and passed by the National Assembly. Linda Akibe, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, the federal government says it has reached an agreement with petroleum marketers on the settlement of their outstanding claims. According to a statement by the Special Advisor to the Minister of Finance on Media and Communications, Mr. Paul Ella Abechi, both parties reached the agreement during a meeting held at the Finance Ministry's headquarters in Abuja. The statement also adds that operations at all depots and sales will continue until further notice. President Muhammadu Buhari has given the assurance that his government will continue to promote merit for the progress and development of the country. The president spoke at the investiture and the conferment ceremony of the 2018 Nigerian National Order of Merit Awards on Professor Olu Obafemi at the State House in Abuja. The president also challenged the recipient to continue to bring the fine qualities that won him the recognition to bear on the nation's development.
To all Nigerians, this government will not only study the recommendations in the communique of the 11th Annual Forum of the Laureates, we will also continue to support your initiative, efforts, and solutions to major problems in the country. The report of the Committee on the Activities of the Nigerian National Merit Award will also be studied by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation for full implementation. I assure you that the government will look into your request with the view of ensuring proper support as we recognize the special roles your agency plays in the nation's intellectual accomplishments. We will continue to promote excellence and merit in our drive to enhance rapid development and national unity. In this regard, those who are honored will be remembered and will serve as motivation and encouragement to future generations of Nigerians.
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari. A Kano High Court has ruled that the State House of Assembly lacks the power to invite, investigate or summon Governor Abdullahi Ganduje over any alleged criminal case. The presiding judge, Justice Ahmed Badamasi, in his ruling said that the power to investigate criminal charges is vested in the police, the Economic Financial Crimes Commission and the ICPC. According to Justice Badamasi, the Assembly, by the Constitution, only has the power to make laws and review existing laws. The judge consequently issued an order restraining the House from inviting any person over the bribery allegations against Governor Ganduje, as published by online newspaper The Daily Nigerian. Reddington Hospital, a multi-specialist private medical institution in Nigeria, has inaugurated a state-of-the-art, fully integrated specialist surgical and intensive care center in Lagos. The facility, according to the Chief Executive Officer of the hospital, Dr. Adeyemi Onobowale, is meant to provide high-quality and advanced healthcare and restore confidence in the country's health system.
The center officially open.
It is another feat for Reddington Hospital as it continues to trailblaze medical breakthroughs in a very difficult and extremely challenging healthcare industry. The new Davidson Specialist Surgery and Critical Care Center, named after the founding medical director of the hospital, is equipped with cutting-edge equipment to deliver a level of service close to what is obtainable in developed countries around the world.
What we now have is a critical care unit which is capable of dealing with almost any critically ill patient, where we can support their breathing, we can support the heart, we can support their kidneys, and we can support their nutrition. So we have a variety of machines, state-of-the-art machines to do this. So the monitors, the ventilators, the dialysis machines, blood gas machines, but we also have the appropriate expertise.
The facility is being managed by a team of well-qualified and experienced surgeons and intensive care specialists.
And I'm incredibly impressed.
The British Deputy High Commissioner, Laurie Buffield, is optimistic that the development will further enhance the relationship between Nigeria and the United Kingdom.
We are proud to have some excellent medical care equipment. I've seen some of it here this morning, so it's wonderful to see that, and I think there's a lot more we can do to ensure that Nigeria has access to those equipment, and there's a strong win-win partnership that's possible there.
Earlier, the Chief Executive Officer of Reddington Hospital told guests that with such a facility in place, confidence in Nigeria's health system will be restored.
We look at the challenges faced by people requiring major to complex surgeries that need extensive post-operative intensive care, who elect to go abroad due to lack of confidence in our healthcare delivery system caused by inadequate facilities and competent expertise.
The management says it is encouraged by the results the hospital has recorded in the treatment of a number of critical diseases.
Let's now join Emana Amawe for business news on the News at 10.
You First. First Bank.
Welcome to Business News. The Africa Development Bank's total sectoral investments in Nigeria currently stand at $5 billion. This is according to the bank's country director in Nigeria, Mr. Brima Fall. Mr. Fall says that the AFDB's interventions in Nigeria cut across the health, infrastructure, and the small and medium enterprises sectors. Members of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries have concluded their last meeting for 2018 in Vienna without deciding on output cut figures. The aim of the meeting was to reach an agreement over production levels for the next 6 months. The 15-member organization and its allies appear to be under pressure from U.S. President Donald Trump, who has been calling for lower prices and no production cuts on output. OPEC is also expected to hold talks with Russia tomorrow, with markets widely anticipating that the Energy Alliance will announce steep output reductions from January 2019. Meanwhile, OPEC's indecision and Saudi Arabia's hint that a cut of 1 million barrels per day would be enough for the producers has caused a free fall at oil markets, with prices tumbling by about 3%. The international benchmark Brent crude fell to 2.9% at $59.79 a barrel at 7:30 p.m. local time. U.S. West Texas Intermediate ended the session down 2.7% at $51.49. The Nigerian stock market could not sustain the gains recorded in the 2 previous sessions. The benchmark indicator shed 1.07% at the close of trade today. Chimezie Obiwaga has details of the trading activities.
Thank you, Imana, and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The bears returned to the markets today as all the gains recorded in the last 2 trading sessions were eroded, with the all-share index dipping back into the red by 1.07%. It's a case of short-term investors hoping to benefit from the December rally, taking profit from whichever stock that has impressed them. Ganduje Cement was heavily hit by that profit-taking as the share price lost as much as 5 naira, and that gave a big blow to the overall market performance. This is evident on the sectoral chart as the industrial sector took the biggest drop, down 1.61%. Banking sector followed. No thanks to losses recorded by Zenith Bank, FBN Holdings, Stanbic IBTC, and GT Bank. The 4.04% advance by O&O lifted the oil and gas sector, which recorded a 0.52% gain. The number of deals increased today as well as the volume, but the value is still hovering around the 2 billion naira band. Certainly, the market is highly unpredictable. We will only wait and see how the volatility plays out this final month of the year. And that was the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimezie Obi Iwago. Back to you, Imana.
Many thanks, Chimezie. It's a bloody day for the rest of the markets across the globe, with most major stock prices sliding as the trade war worries between China and the United States intensify. Let's see some of the closing numbers. And that's business news tonight. Very many thanks for watching. I'm Emana Amawe. Gimba.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks indeed, Emana. Still ahead on the news at 10. 19th National Sports Festival officially begins following elaborate opening ceremony at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. That's some sports news. Stay with us.